Be a little tart for me.
West Yellowknife Trading Post has everything under the sun. R13 and R19 pink insulation from $39.95. Lots of vanities and vanity tops. Mix and match to your style. Don't pay big box prices. But hurry, limited quantities available. You better get it when you see it at West Yellowknife.
Surely I don't have to remind you that this weekend the big game comes to television. Hopefully you'll have a chance to root for your favorite team. If you don't have much skin in the game, don't care who wins or loses, no doubt you're going to want to tune in for the commercials and for a great excuse to overeat on some terrific food. So on the food side of things, we've got you covered this morning. Chef Tim Mulderink and his wife Shelly, the chef and his wife, join us this morning with some fun game food ideas. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How fun to get to be welcomed into your kitchen, and when is lunch? Because that looks delicious.
Right after this.
Okay, so you cook. I want to start by saying, Tim, that y'all at the Chef and his wife have long had a wide variety of food options that you can prepare for people, but it didn't take long for you to find this fan favorite in your pimento cheese, right?
Absolutely, yep.
So the spread, literally, that you've got before you, these are all ideas that we can do at home using your pimento cheese?
It is, Julie. You know, pimento cheese brings people together, and it's something that everyone can agree on, and it's a comfort food. It's like America's #1 comfort snack. Yeah. And so why not bring pimento cheese in a couple of different varieties coming forward to the to your Super Bowl parties, especially if you're gathering in groups safely.
Yes.
You know, and have some fun. These are all interesting recipes that don't require a whole lot of work.
Okay, so Shelly, I want to ask you, I'm noticing you look to have a little platter of sliders next to you. Have you topped them with the pimento cheese? Is that the idea?
Yes. This is our sliders with Gouda pimento cheese, which is a fan favorite. People love the Gouda pimento on a burger, so that's what this is here.
Okay, what else do you have serving up? I don't want to squint into the camera too much.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll take a little close-up of these, and I'll kind of do a round of it. The first thing we've got here is one of our favorites. It's made with crescent roll dough, and they're pinwheels. You're basically rolling out the dough. You spread our original pimento cheese on, and what we did for this is put sliced ham, and we roll it up, and we put cut them and put them in a small muffin pan, and they come out as pinwheels. This is a great item, maybe a half an hour before your guests arrive, because then it's nice and warm. In front of us, we've got a buffalo chicken dip. This is using just white meat chicken with a tub of our pimento cheese and 5 minutes in the microwave, and you've got a nice cheese dip with chicken. Behind this one is our chili cheese dip. Same thing. You're taking chili and using our pimento to mix the two together, top it off with a little sprinkle of shredded cheese, and in the oven it goes. We've also got potato skins. Now these, what we did is we made these and put them in the oven and allowed them to crispen up a little bit before we spread our pimento cheese and bacon on there. Such a wonderful addition. And then over on this side, a fan favorite is always the cream of tomato soup and grilled cheese. Our grilled cheese is on a sourdough bread, which is wonderful. But they're all applications using our pimento cheese. I think I missed one other one here, and this is the new one that we're working on. It's a pinwheel. Like a strudel, round using the crescent roll. And actually, what this has is got barbecue in it and some chopped dill pickles and some chopped pickled peppers. And so it's like having a barbecue sandwich, but it's enrobed in the crescent dough.
Okay, so can I give you a confession? This morning, I was rushing out the door, and I knew I was going to be hungry, but I didn't have time to really eat breakfast. And Scout's Honor Truth, I had some of your pimento cheese in the refrigerator, and I ate a few crackers in the pimento cheese, because if you are looking to eat fewer carbs and more protein, it's a win-win.
Yeah, definitely. I like to eat it with celery to kind of keep even more carbs out of the picture with the crackers. So celery dipped in any of the flavors of the pimento cheese is good.
There is something, there are some people, you mentioned how it's a food that brings people together, Tim, the pimento cheese, But some people don't trust it. They don't know that they're going to like it, because if you've ever had bad pimento cheese, it can kind of color you against it. Yours is not overly sweet.
I have to giggle, and I looked at Shelley because we call them converts. We have a lot of people that do tell us that. They say, "Oh, I don't like pimento cheese." They say, "Do you like cheese?" And they say, "Yes." And we say, "Well, let's just taste this." And it's amazing how easily they're converted to liking our pimento cheese, because it isn't as sweet, and it doesn't have a strong, I guess, sugary, artificial flavor to it.
Right,
So,
right. Now, you talked a little bit too, and we saw them in a shot, the different varieties that you have. Talk about that a little bit, because you can experiment some.
Absolutely. We've got our original. This is what our base is, your traditional flavors. And next in line would be our jalapeno.
That's my
favorite. I
favorite.
say with the and that is a mild heat. What I've done is retain the pepper, the jalapeno pepper flavor, but not put as much heat into it. People can always add more heat if they'd like it, with their own hot sauce. And then I think this is our most popular, I don't think, I know, because of the volume, is our smoked Gouda. And what we use with this is a natural wood smoked Gouda cheese in the process of making this. So out of these three flavors, this is probably the most popular. So,
Okay, so let me ask you two questions before I let you run enjoy your lunch. Question one, is Food City still the easiest place to find the pimento cheeses?
Yes, and that's the exciting news. Back in 2020, they invited us from going to 30 local Chattanooga stores to over 125 stores, going up into Knoxville and into Virginia and southern Kentucky. So we're really, really blessed that has happened this year. And the big, I guess the challenge for us is to get out and market it. And people in Chattanooga know about us, but how many people up in Knoxville know about the name of the chef and his wife? So it's a big challenge ahead of us. But going back to what you said earlier, when you go to the Food City stores, go to the meat department, it's by the cold pickles. And I always say it's also by the other pimento cheese.
Okay, and then also, are you taking orders? If people wanted to have you do the cooking for them for the weekend, can you do that?
Well, at this point, that has not been discussed.
Okay.
But I certainly entertain any phone calls. Obviously, this time in our careers and our business, we look forward to taking care of our customers in any way that we can. Okay,
I didn't mean to set you up with that question. And then the other one, on your website, do you ever share recipes?
Absolutely. These recipes are intended to be shared, especially, utilization of our pimento cheese.
Well, I guess maybe today I can have pimento cheese for breakfast and again for lunch. So I thank you so much. Thank you for your time this morning.
Sounds good. What
Here's
we always
the phone number.
Ask people is help us spread cheese.
Okay, here's the phone number if you want to get in touch with Tim and Shelley. It's 508-5823. Remember, they are a Chattanooga business. They happen to be branching out. You can buy them in other parts of the state, but they began right here in the Scenic City. Their website for you to find the recipes and more is thechefandwife.com. We're back after this.
Far too often, people are being seriously injured and hurt because of negligent drivers distracted by their cell phones. If you've been harmed by a negligent or distracted driver,